wherever you want. And we're live. It's an amazing, wonderful, not that, just a day. It's Tuesday. Okay, let's be
It's a
honest.
bad day.
It's not a bad day. It's a day. Let's be honest. It's better than Monday. Not even close to a Thursday, though. It's
My Monday
half
was
a
better
Wednesday at
yesterday.
best. Okay, but this is falling to the top. We are at episode, I believe, 28, which seems ridiculous to me. But we're going to talk about some weird conspiracy shit. We also, Marco has replaced his camera, cords, modem. I believe he has also hunted down all animals in his vicinity. There is no way that his stuff isn't working. So, without further ado, we're going to see how weird we can get and how quick we can get canceled. So, stay tuned for the show.
One, two, three. One, two, three. Let's go.
Yeah. What's up, dorks?
What up?
So, Duffy, I think, may not come. He was like, you're talking about conspiracy theories? I said, yeah. He goes, get fucked. And I'm like, thanks, buddy.
What's his deal with that?
I think he's the star of like 4 conspiracy theories here in Toronto. So he's like, I'm good. I don't want to get involved anymore. It's reasonable. I get it.
Fair.
But so what we're talking about, guys, here, we're going to play it for you. This is, what's his damn name?
Graham
I forget
Hancock.
what it's Graham Hancock. There you go. Thank you very much. Who has authored, he's done like a few books about all
Quite
sorts
a
of
few.
really
Quite a
wild
few.
stuff. He's been a guest on Joe Rogan, but this is the thing. I'm going to show everybody. Make sure that you guys can hear it too, please.
Today in a world
Yep.
where there are hunter-gatherers. There are hunter-gatherers in the Amazon who don't even know we exist. There
Fair.
are hunter-gatherers in Namibia who
True.
live a full hunter-gatherer lifestyle. They know we exist, but they choose to perpetuate their lifestyle. They are coexisting with an advanced civilization, so-called ours. And I suggest it was exactly the same during the Ice Age, that there was an advanced civilization on the planet, as many myths and traditions suggest, that it coexisted with hunter-gatherers. But who survived the cataclysm in the largest numbers were not the members of the advanced civilization. Just as I believe we would not survive such a cataclysm today. We're not psychologically prepared for
Right.
a disaster. We're the spoilt children of the earth. We are used to having clothes on our backs, roofs over our head, plentiful supplies of food in the supermarket.
True.
You stop that dead in its tracks, and within a matter of weeks, there would be traumatic shock and chaos. Just as
So that was that. It wasn't long enough for anyone to try and cancel us, so suck it. So thoughts now. Realistically, are we the leftovers that have been just trying to figure shit out when, like, what would have happened though, right? Like, something had to have triggered. They're like, hey, this place sucks, we're out. Or something crazier. I don't know. But we brought that up, and I said, I think we should talk about that just for the simple fact that we see right now, especially that in the United States of America, we see some weird things that are happening that, well, let's be honest, are freaking everybody out, right?
Well, I mean, if you want to go back in history, it goes all the way back to Sumerian text that says, we weren't the first civilization. Even in the Hindu Rig Vedas and the Mahabharatas, all their holy books and shit,
Yeah.
they talk about the technology back then, and the nuclear weapons and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, even like within the past couple of weeks, I just seen they just found a new, I don't know if they want to call it species or genre or human or whatever, but they still can't find the missing link. You find all these fucking steps in between, but supposedly there's no link between this monkey and the fucking people, but they
See-
still go with evolution.
Also, too, right now there are a few things that are trending, such as the idea of what if there? So, which is scarier, if there are lots of aliens, or if there are no aliens, and it's us.
If we're just
That's
alone,
it.
yeah.
And it's like, hey, I really feel like that's only scary if you're a punk ass bitch, you know? Because they're just like, yeah, no, anyone who actually has worked a day
Did
in
you
their life
watch
goes,
War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise? With the big fucking the things in the air and they dropped down Twizzlers and was just sucking people the fuck up and fertilizing shit?
listen, any person who's like worked a day in their life or been into a fist fight or even an argument and won or lost, you know 100% that you're like, hey, yeah, humans not top of the food chain, definitely not top, because we fucking suck. Have you ever seen some of the weird shit people do? Trust me, listen, and let's be honest, we all have some family member who's like, oh well, you know, you got to use crystals, and you're like, oh, just shut your goddamn trap, okay? So like, those are things that are definitely happening. So it's like, okay, so are we just fucking bumbling idiots here or what? We do have fused DNA unlike any other animal species, right? Like, listen, oh, Duffy's on his way. Awesome.
I mean,
Very
there's
fun.
also theories that humans are just part of a zoo. Like Earth is just a zoo that a fucking aliens put together.
I think we have too much power for that, to be honest with you. Like, there's too much. Like, we built a nuke. Wouldn't that set some shit off?
Yeah, but when you're in the zoo, the chimpanzees finds a new way to fucking fling shit at somebody. They think they just discovered the new greatest thing in the world.
Well, they've manufactured the trebuchet, right? Like that's what's really happened, right?
Okay, but when the shit becomes subatomic and then gives everybody cancer in that region, it
Yeah.
dropped for like 80 years. I'd have some questions.
I think before the cancer, it would be their flesh melting off of their skin.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
probably
cancer
from the
over
face.
Japan. Hiroshima is still having a high cancer rate to this day. I'm just
Dude,
saying,
the
like,
fucking place that Fukushima is still dumping irradiated fucking
true.
fish, and it's already.
I mean,
the
that
fish
might
are into
have something to do with it,
California
too.
waters.
Hey, unless Godzilla was a documentary, which I honestly, I'm Greek. We had sea monsters, man. It's
Yeah,
on a map.
you guys had the Kraken and Poseidon
We had
and
the
shit.
best sea monsters. Okay, like
Isn't the Loch Ness
I
over there?
think Godzilla beat the fuck out of the Kraken.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Cole, did you just ask if the Loch Ness is over in Greece? You fucking.
Yeah, isn't it in the Mediterranean?
It's a totally different part of the fucking
I don't
world.
fucking know where things are. I grew up in Texas. That's all I know.
That's pretty fucked up.
Bro.
Where the fuck is Loch Ness? I don't. Where is it?
Scotland.
It's over there in the Mediterranean, is it not?
No. It's in Europe. It is in Europe, but it's
Well, the
not-
Mediterranean's not
Mediterranean-
technically Europe either. It's
Oh my
Well,
god.
it would be
Separation
the
of
bottom
Africa
border.
and
It would be
Europe.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Loch Ness is in fucking Scotland, you idiot.
I did not know that. I never. As long as
Oh
well,
my
the
god.
fucking
You don't
wonder.
watch Scooby Doo?
That makes
Jesus.
sense.
Listen, I really feel like Cole is like, well, who put it in Scotland? That's
Yeah.
stupid. Like,
That's dumb. Yeah, no. Okay, now I
Dumb
don't
place
believe in
for
a Loch
Loch.
Ness monster anymore. If it's in
All
Scotland,
the
those
water
drunks.
is over there. Why is it over here?
Motherfuckers created absinthe.
this is Greek, yo. Hey, guy, let's be honest. It'd be like a Greek to open up a diner and be like, yes, this is a Greek place now. Okay, this is what we do. What's
You
up,
know,
Greek?
see me.
Guys,
You know, see
whatever,
me.
same shit.
All right, Duffy was out partying. Welcome,
Yep.
Duffy. We
Yo,
are.
you hear this horse shit that Cole got?
Cole was of the idea that Loch Ness was somewhere in Greece, over in the Mediterranean.
I just found out just now. 28 years I've been alive.
Why wouldn't it be from Greece?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how the
Everyone
fuck, like,
knows Greece has
Duff
the best
man.
monsters. The best
like,
monsters
at
are
what
Greece.
point in my life they just say the Loch Ness monster in the Loch Ness? Like that. Oh, that sounds right. You know what I mean? Yo, go fuck yourselves, guys. Like,
Sounds right.
there's no.
Bro.
I don't
You know
have
what?
any
It does.
point
No, it's
where
true.
I would have figured that out.
That don't sound right. Don't humor him. What the fuck?
I grew up in the poor part of Texas. Okay, I don't.
Greece,
the funny thing
Uganda, what's the difference? It's just, you know what? It's not America. It's someplace else with a foreign name. And
Yeah.
You know, it started in America. I don't even know where
The letters are all
here.
gobbledygook, just
Yeah.
all sorts of weird symbols and
They have
stuff.
they have accents and they have dinosaurs swimming in
Hey,
their
listen,
waterways.
They
I
don't even speak
I'm in
American.
Ohio right now, so I don't want to hear your shit.
mean, like you're like, "Ugh, they probably like water from the faucet. I'm a bottle guy.
Listen.
Yes.
Let's be honest. They probably don't even speak American, and don't even speak English like Jesus did. So that's fair.
Oh,
Susie
shit.
speaks Spanish. Fucker, get it right.
I'm really glad this is live.
Listen, I love that my friend Ark is like Loch is a lake.
Oh, is that
That's
why
what
you
Loch
get
means. Loch means lake in Scottish.
is that why they call it lox and with salmon and bagels and whatnot?
What? Definitely not related, sir. Okay?
Wow.
Those are two unrelated things.
Well, why do they call salmon lox then?
It's closer to a dreadlock than the fucking Loch Ness.
Also valid.
This is a land dolphin that stuck dolphin spray. Makes sense. We're back on it.
Listen, I feel like I'm surprised, Cole. Like you said, you were from Texas, but I feel like you kind of have a Florida man thing going. Like, is a Texan in Ohio the equivalent of a Florida man? How does that work?
So Texas
who
is just
fucking
British.
knows?
Texas is just like American Australians. That's all that is. So
American
No.
I don't know. I've met a couple Australians, gorgeous people, and I'm like, you
Crikey.
fucking bastards.
Crikey.
And I'm like, why? Everything is trying to kill you. Why do you live there? And they're like, nah, I don't know.
that's exactly what it is
I'm
in
like,
Texas. You
fucking
got rattlesnakes and fucking possums and people like with guns.
Yeah, we got that
it's
here.
totally legal to have any
Hey,
kind of gun
you
there.
have to walk around with a scorpion flashlight because they're fluorescent. They fluoresce.
Scorpions are fucking scary, bro. Down there, like,
Yeah, well, Texans are scary. I think
Also
America
true.
tolerates Texas because they're like, we'd like to get rid of them, but they have all the guns.
yeah.
Listen, let's be honest. If the U.S. doesn't hold on to Texas, they will immediately merge with Mexico and take over all of North America. 100% that's going to happen. Okay?
The mafia, or is it the cartel? Cartel and Texans
It's a
getting along.
combination
all
of
the time?
organized crime and the unlimited amount of weapons that are in Texas.
The most successful organized crime ever, mind you. On top of it,
Yeah,
They
there's a
own
TV
the
show
government
called
there.
Dallas, and I always respected JR.
How can you not? So, Duffy, you saw that thing about the civilization and the fact that we may be just retards just trying to figure things out.
I always believed that.
so that's what Joe Rogan kind of
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
didn't
at
he
one
say
point.
something about the
point.
pyramids,
So-
something like that?
Interestingly enough, the whole thing is that, like, even if you, everyone here has played the game Halo
Yeah,
on Xbox? Yeah. No?
No.
It's very enjoyable
I don't get
first-person
into that
shooter.
shit.
But they have the story behind it was that humans got too far, got their hands slapped by being de-evolved, and they had to go through everything again. So you kind of they're refinding their footsteps again. So you're going,
like the
listen.
Great Reset.
Well, no, I think I feel like it's kind of us figuring out how, like, we're gonna screw up now and have to start over again, but the people who are gonna start over again aren't gonna know all the shit we know right now.
Isn't
well, that's
that
what happened with
technically resetting?
that's kind of
Rome
what happened with the Romans and no, not the Romans, the Greeks, because like they
And
had
the
all kinds of
Romans.
shit going on. They invented the razor.
What happened? Loch Ness took over Greece and just wiped out all the.
Yeah, it took out. See, I know a little bit about Greece.
Yeah,
That was the basis.
Godzilla. It's
It
what
was the
happened in
basis for
Tokyo.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo was Loch Ness versus Greece. That is history.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Texaco. Absolutely.
You mean like South California?
Oh, California would just be gone instantly. If Texas merged with Mexico, California would just depart. It would just fall off the.
It'd be Cali-Texaco.
Well, it's
No.
about to fall
No,
off
they just
anyway.
get taken over. They just get absorbed. It's Texaco, and then California is a suburb. Sorry.
All the liberals would move north, and then yeah.
All the liberals are
And
moving to
And
Texas.
then Dino would have to deal with them in Canada.
Oh, gross. It's bad out in Vancouver too. People are douchebags sometimes. I've heard that from a lot of people. Like, listen, the problem is people in general in North America specifically don't travel as much as people everywhere else in the world, right?
Right.
Because here we have the luxury of, like Canada, hey, I grew up and have healthcare. Why would I leave? Are you mental? That's insane, right? And you guys, you can just buy guns. That's like walking around with 3 dicks, okay? Come on. You can't. It's ridiculous.
I'd give up one of my dicks for healthcare.
That's
I
because
would.
you're a dirty
Go
pervert.
down to the welfare office. You're a single dad. You can get health care.
No, I can't make too much money from what they say.
Yeah, you can go down there and there's loopholes that everybody else jumps through and go get
I'm
yours.
white. I don't get any loopholes.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking close to white too, and I did what I had to do.
Hey, I'm pretty sure white people have the most loopholes. Just gonna say that.
No,
yeah,
they don't.
if you're at
When
the
it
top,
comes
if
to
you're a
government-
full white guy, they don't give a
No,
fuck
when it
about
comes to
you.
government assistance, it is total opposite. Don't let a motherfucker fool you.
Yeah.
No, white people, they don't
I
get
done sat in
good
the
shit.
welfare office for hours and just observed.
Do white people not even get good welfare? Man, that's
No,
bad.
absolutely not. They
Does
think,
nobody
they
get
think
good
that's like
welfare?
an earning
I mean-
potential or something.
Who gets the best welfare?
Black folks.
I didn't want to say it.
Black folks, and now they're getting bumped by the illegals.
Not only are they taking our jobs, they're taking our welfare.
Picking our germs.
Sure.
Well, nobody.
100%.
What I'm hearing.
100%.
They don't have to work now, so I mean, yeah, they're taking the welfare now. They're taking our cheese.
I'm gonna get you know what?
Thanks, Obama.
That's
Whoa! Holy shit!
Thanks, Obama. That's great. That's
My baloney has a first name.
I'm gonna hit you back, Duffy. Thanks, Justin Trudeau.
He's great.
This is the only
He's
Canadian
awesome.
I know, by the way.
He
That's
now
true.
looks he's got the haircut of a serial killer. It is ridiculous. You're just
He's
looking at
He's
him
always
going,
had a. He looked like he was molested when he was a kid. Like he just has that look of
I feel
I'm
like
gonna
he
murder.
was molesting like adults as a kid. Like he was the kid, and they're like, can't do anything. It's the law.
Put it in
Ah!"
deeper, boy. Put it in deeper.
Why would
I
I
don't
go
mind.
anywhere but Las Vegas? It's got the Pyramid, Statue of Liberty, and the Leaning Tower of Pizza. That's fair. That's not. how you
And
supposed
the
to-
fucking ribs at the Harley Davidson Museum are fucking awesome.
I didn't go.
That's
last
not
time.
Caesar's
I went,
Palace.
I went for my dirty. Well, I went 12. Fuck, you know what? That hurts my brain. Oh, I just realized. I'm like, oh yeah, I went to Vegas for my dirty 30. That was 12 years ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
Shut up, Cole.
Yeah,
Like
it
half
was.
your life, you fucking
Yeah, that's
child.
pretty fucking long. I sit back and look. Like I
I
drove
was
through my own
losing my
neighborhood and I'm
virginity
like,
around
oh.
that time then.
Yeah,
You're
well, we're
such
not
a
talking about
slut.
your truck stop stories.
It's such a dirty. I feel like there's a reason why America's the way it is. Because y'all fucking too much. Y'all need a little more Jesus in your lives.
It's not that they're fucking too much; they're dirty fucking, and it spreads diseases.
I'm from the South. That's all we have.
Yeah.
To do.
What
Fuck
we need
other
is more
babies.
public shaming. We need more
They're-
public
they're-
shaming.
They're pounding in the
No,
porta
they do that
potties.
there. They do that in the South. They publicly
Oh.
shame constantly. We still be having. Dude, there was a daycare for the students at my high school, so you could go to class and drop your kid off. It was the wildest shit. It was the wildest shit. The whole time I'm sitting, there, I'm like, y'all
That's
see the
actually
problem?
not-
I'm
yeah,
a
now see, look.
sophomore.
Here, now look at it in the real world sense. People would kill for jobs that had daycares right out their work. You know how much people pay for daycare? You can just take your kid to fucking work, and you're bitching about that. That was you had a fucking bougie school, you bitch. The fuck are you talking about?
It was
Our
for the
kids had to
students.
sit. We had to pay for fucking daycare. You know how many hours I had to sit in welfare
With
so
what
they pay
job
for
are these
daycare?
16-year-old kids?
Hold on, Cole. How many kids were being taken care of there?
How many? I don't even know. Like
Like, was it like just?
Were
Like
you
two
one of the
kids?
kids in daycare, or were one of your kids
Fair
in the
question.
daycare?
I ain't
Very
had no
much.
kids in daycare.
Yeah,
No,
but
I
did
mean
you
the
pick up like daily
students.
snacks?
The
Did you get snacks?
students in the high school would drop their kids off, 16, 17, 18 years old and go to class and then grab their kid and leave. When
Yeah, that's
the
a
bells
bougie
rang.
ass school. Did you get McDonald's too? Fucking
Hold
bitch.
on, hold on,
This
hold
is
on.
the ghetto. What the
How big
fuck?
was the school? How big was the school?
Probably
I
private.
want to say it was a 4A, so my graduating class was like 4,000 kids. So
What?
Wow.
Your
And
graduating
there
class
was 4,000 kids who graduated?
Yeah.
Dude, we didn't even have enough to make a fucking H in the HS for high school. You know how when they set up the fucking seats in the letters? 4,000 and you had daycare. Shut the fuck up.
well, it was
Shut
a county high school. The entire county went to that high school.
You
So it was
understand that
I bet you got free lunch too.
like that's the high school that's attached to the Pentagon because it's a city of 40,000 people. Like, are you insane right now? There's 4,000 people who graduate.
Seems
What kind of a?
That's a hell of a class. That's a damn
Insane.
good school.
That's a
Yeah.
huge amount of people.
It was, it had a really good football program. I'll tell you that much.
I feel like your math is not so good. It was like
Yeah, I
400.
I feel like there's like there.
I'm
You
trying
know
to
what?
think.
I want to
I-
say
I
there's extra
don't.
It might
zeros.
have been 4,000 kids in the school.
Yeah, that's gigantic. Like that's a humongous. Like,
Okay.
I don't think maybe the class wasn't 4,000, but it was definitely 4,000
See,
kids
okay, now
there.
we're
Here's a
breaking
question
down
for you.
here.
it was like that was a high school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so high school. Sports. Did you guys have your own like stadium, like a
Yeah.
like a?
That's
You
like
have
the only thing they
Do you
paid.
have lacrosse
That
and
fucking
polo?
stadium was like state of the art bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. That shit
Yeah,
was
hey,
wild.
That's like one of those schools that has like alumni things and shit like that, where they fucking get sucked off and shit by other kids. It's fucking weird shit. You're
Well,
fucking
it's
weirdo.
Texas. Football is crazy out there.
Yeah,
It's-
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
Came
weird
from a
shit,
good
man.
school,
Stay
you
here,
fucking
Ohio.
whiny bitch.
I love how Mark was like, "I suffered, so fuck your life," and I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't
had to,
say no.
Like I said, I had to spend like 2 days at the welfare office just to beg somebody in the government to pay for the daycare for my kids, motherfucker.
I didn't have a kid. I didn't like benefit from this
No, you were
daycare. I
the
don't know why.
motherfuck your mom because you were the one at the daycare.
I was the one at the school. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have to go to mom fucking. That escalated things a little too much there.
What?
Didn't
I
have to bring
told,
the
I
mom.
told, I told Cole I'd break one off for his mama. You know, if she'd
I-
treat him better.
I'm trying to figure out the morality of having a daycare in a high school.
Because the teen
That actually
pregnancy
makes
was so
sense.
high, they didn't have a choice. Kids were dropping out at a fucking unprecedented rate.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's
like I
not a
said
good
with the
thing. That's
job.
fucking. That's
So
insane.
they just said, "Fuck it, we'll start a daycare, a free daycare, so the kids will stay in school."
Dude.
Look, can you imagine, like, your fucking year-old, 2-year-old infant or toddler is there at the school,
Yes.
chilling, being told what to do,
We had
and,
that at
like,
the JBS.
and then like you're right across the hall, being told what to do and taught, and say, "Shut the fuck up,
Hey.
Jimmy! Shut the fuck up, Jimmy Jr." Right there, like.
First
you
of all, I don't know
imagine?
about your teachers telling you to shut the fuck up.
Also, yeah,
Yeah.
Texas.
But,
who knows?
Yeah.
But hold on. But realistically, though, what you're talking about is like that makes no sense in regards. Like it's a life without.
You're telling
consequences.
me.
Like you have zero consequences of your actions. Period. You could just have a kid. All right, just gonna keep on trucking.
Go back to school.
I'm not like that's good for people because they should get an education, especially if they're a young parent. It's an important thing, but at the same time, like, fuck, man, you have to suffer a little bit,
At the
or you
JBS
just
that
fall
I went
apart.
to, at the JBS that I went to, they actually had a class for childcare, and you know, girls and kids would bring their kids there, and now, I mean, they didn't even have real people babysitting them. They was just students getting taught how to babysit your kid.
But that's
Yes.
that's two birds with one stone.
Right,
realistically,
right.
Like, and that's fair. That's
Right, but that's how ghetto mine was, motherfucker. You actually had real people watching your kids there.
I don't know why you think I benefited from this. I didn't knock up anybody until I was 21 years old.
So you were the one being babysat.
So you were
You
definitely
No,
better-
I
like,
was
still
at
in
high school being taught. I was being taught, and
Oh,
I
were you-
wasn't. knocking nobody up because I
That's
used
where
condoms
Cole was
until I
meeting all
20
of
years
his
old.
dates. He was
feel like-
finding the ones that were dropping kids off.
I feel like we've sidetracked. We've sidetracked from
We
our
have.
topic.
So,
little
okay, so here's my theory on this whole thing. Aliens,
That's-
fucked chimpanzees and gorillas, and eventually went extinct because AIDS is a thing for monkeys, from what I've been told. And they died off, and now here we are.
so
Some holes in the
Yeah.
story, but
oh, there's
There's holes in all my stories, Duffy.
you know, I like how all the monkeys died, but they're still monkeys today.
Not the monkeys, the
Already-
aliens. Aliens
Yeah,
fuck
but-
monkeys.
They-
Aliens
they-
died. Monkeys are mal people.
I'm just pointing out some holes in your story. That's all. That's just simple little problems. I'm not saying
There's
it's
holes in Swiss
factual.
cheese, but you still eat it.
saying there's some issues.
that's
Here's one way I look at it, and it's. I
Tell
mean, I know there's evidence otherwise, but I mean, just looking at it logically, it's kind of hard not to at least question it. You go fish, lizard, big boom, monkey people.
yeah.
So wouldn't it make more sense that you go fish, lizard, big boom, lizard?
Why you get from the fish to the lizard?
Because that we came out the water.
That's the
Frog.
process.
If you want to go frog, fish, whatever.
Well, that's the whole idea that sharks are older than trees, right?
I just don't understand like where the flip from reptilian, which we still have the DNA. I mean, and it's still in our brain. The reptilian aspect to the mammal aspect, like we switched over a total different fucking genre or species of fucking animal before even evolution took place.
Bro, I don't even understand how they came up with the vaccine in 6 months. So, like, this should just beyond us.
Let's
I think.
not have that conversation. No, Marco, no, definitely not having that conversation. Okay.
Now my internet's running smooth
I
today.
just, my point is, I think the science doesn't add up because we haven't figured it out yet.
Listen, bro. I'm still hoping that they drop the mandates for Labor Day and I can travel. Okay, that'd be a great treat. All right, listen.
You still
listen.
can't travel?
Nah, bro, I can't get into this. I can't leave Canada.
But it's
No,
great
that's
you have free
charity
health
bullshit.
care. But you're in a prison, a pretty
Yeah,
prison.
you can't go nowhere. That's pretty
yeah,
Time
I
it
ain't
like,
say
if
shit
you ask
because we're the
me.
same way here. I don't have a vaccine, so I can't fucking fly nowhere.
yeah. Also, you look like a terrorist. That's also
No. When I'm not shaved, I might. And my mama said that, so fuck you.
Oh, you know what? My brother gets ran. If I'm me with a beard too, I go up to U.S. Customs and they're like immediately check him, and I'm like, bro, come on, it's just a beard, man. I'm like, I do not look fucking. Yeah, no, that's not fair. That's not right.
See,
Yeah, I
I mean,
can see
flying
maybe
through
getting
customs.
stopped at the fucking Mexican border, but not at no other fucking border.
Listen, if I get a good tan, I can pass for
Greek, that's it. If
No,
you get a good
no.
tan, you can pass for Greek, like
No.
motherland Greek.
Even yeah, definitely that. But also like,
passes Dom DeLuise.
no, I pass for Don DeLuise right now.
That's a good. Yeah.
This is my
Holy
Don
shit,
DeLuise
dog.
right here. That's yeah. Don't worry. That's. Trust
Dude,
me.
yeah, you kind of just gotta carve out up under your chin a little bit. His was more
Yeah.
pronounced.
Listen,
Holy fuck, I ain't gonna unsee that now, Duff.
you should see me with a flat cap. I look like Dom DeLuise, 100%.
Oh no!
And
Hey!
then Steven, he looks like Will
Hey!
Sasso.
What was the fucking his superhero in Cannonball Run? We gotta
Yeah.
get you one of them outfits.
That's
Captain
not
Chaos,
Captain.
something Chaos.
Captain Chaos. I think it was Captain Chaos. Captain Chaos. No,
Dude, we gotta get him an outfit. We gotta.
I'm not
find
wearing
him
an
one.
outfit. That's not gonna happen. Listen. Anyways, the point is, weird shit's happening. Okay, and it doesn't make any sense. We're seeing the fall of some very weird shit is happening right now. So the concern is how far will this go? Right? We saw
What
how.
weird shit is happening? Like everybody keeps saying that, but everything seems the same to me. It's the same shit every day. It's just go to
Yeah.
work, go home.
It's
go to
just
sleep.
it's affecting the bougie people now, Cole.
Fuck the bougie people. I hope they die. I don't care.
That's what it is.
Oh,
He's
so
like,
true.
weird stuff's happening. No, this is just life. It's just catching up to
It's
your
like,
fucking
people are
bougie
like,
ass.
the recession's so bad. Oh, what recession? This is my entire life.
I've been
It's
waiting to
been
get
my entire life. Fuck you guys for crying. I have skills. I know how to survive.
Listen, I've been waiting like 3 months to get my roof replaced. Okay, this is bullshit.
This is why I live in an apartment.
That's weird, man. I can't get my roof done.
Listen, I have no problem paying. This is just unreasonable.
Nobody will take my money. I'm white.
Uh,
The world
Weird.
been
Weird.
can't get roof repairs.
I'm gonna paint like a Greek flag on the side of my house just so people stop thinking I'm a honky.
They'll think even
They
more.
do that in Camel.
Listen. They'll see a flag like that and they're like, "What are you, Australian?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, man. Fine. Just I'm foreign.
Because I'm not white. I'm a foreigner.
I'm not a white guy. Okay." It's too much. It's
They're
too
going to be
much.
like, you're fucking Russian. Get out, commie.
I definitely pass for Russian. I'm big. I'm big enough that people go,
Oh, I can
Oh,
see you
yeah.
with the big fucking fuzzy hat.
I legitimately thought you were Russian when I first saw you. I was like, "Who's
I
this?"
definitely
fucking
don't
guy.
look Greek. I don't look Greek at all, right?
No,
Even
you
in
don't.
Greece,
You
I walk
don't.
around, people are like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Well,
And I
yeah,
speak
you're
Greek, and
fucking
they're like,
6 foot tall for one.
"Yeah," which, oh, dude, people barely come up to my nipple in Greece. Now they're starting to get taller, but they just started to get, the internet and shit. It's
Well,
fantastic.
Giannis
The
and
internet's
Kubo's
making them
people have been
taller?
there a minute.
No, the Wi-Fi makes them taller. I'll run on the banks. Oh yeah, China is. Listen, China. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them, guys. Do a TikTok
happened?
dance for China. Oh, China is having a great old time where a lot of representatives are suddenly. Their role has now come up to be occupied by somebody else. Whatever that means, now it's someone who agrees with the existing regime and will do as they are told.
Yeah, that's what happened a year or so ago to that billionaire. So, that shit's been going on.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's how all it is just it's time for the switch over.
listen, if
The
you had
shift change.
if you had to bank on one way of it going, what would it be, right? So Serge brings up the idea of Yellowstone is possibly active at this point, right?
Yeah.
Financial collapse driven by China, which realistically would cascade across the globe. A huge upheaval would be rationally would happen.
Supposedly, China is supposed to be supposed to have this big economic fall within the next 30 days. Some shit's popping off, but what people don't realize is China's getting ready for war. Their government is shutting down banks and collecting up all that money for collateral. They're getting ready for fucking war. And either we're gonna defend Taiwan like we should, or we're gonna let it the fuck go like we're probably gonna do like Afghanistan, because why let it be worth it, and then everybody will back it, go, well, we shouldn't get involved, and you know what I'm saying?
I'm too old for the draft. That's all I know.
Listen, no, you're not. You're definitely not. I
No, I am. I don't
After
qualify
I
for the
crack
draft.
40,
Look it
I
up.
can't be trained. No, but up until 40, you can be trained up at least once. After 40, you're useless. Also, too, I have flat feet.
I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him this video where I didn't know where Loch Ness was.
I would
and
happily go into
they're gonna be
intelligence,
like,
though.
Oh my god, they'll put you in the front line. They'll be like, he doesn't look perfect. This is exactly who you want standing in the front.
Get behind the fatty.
A bunch
Let's
of
get
him.
behind the fatty. And listen. I'll be honest with you guys. If you give me full armor and like a battering ram suit, I will fucking do it. I have no problem.
Dino is
I'll go
the
right up there.
juggernaut.
the minute they get me down there
I can
and
see
they hand me
Dino
a
as
gun,
the
I'm shooting
juggernaut.
my officer and making it look like it was an accident. I'd be like, I don't think this is a good idea, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think you should say that live, because that's kind of treason.
60 is the limit in the Ukraine. Why are you special when war comes? Listen. I'm just saying. I think it's a good idea. But listen, that's the weird thing right now is there are so many things that are on the verge. Well, we've been told everything is on the verge of collapse, right? Like that's the current.
Do you remember the movie The Big Short?
Yeah.
So the character that Christian Bale played, I forget the real person's name is. He's a real person.
Yeah,
He just recently
map guy.
liquidated all of his assets in the stock market, and he's only left money in prisons.
Huh.
Kind
Damn.
of a smart
I just did
investment.
that yesterday.
There's actually been a run, and a couple of people be like, "Yo, I bought my own prison. I ran it. Now I've expanded." And you're like, "Prison is a good business." And you're like, "Guy, that's a weird claim." Honestly, it's a weird statement to make in and of itself, right?
Yeah, I can't believe that's something that's like privatized. That's the craziest shit, man.
Well, you can turn them into workers. This is the whole thing. Like there's like salmon and trout farms in the U.S. in different states, where that they can pay their workers literally 10 cents a day.
Like, I mean, that, yeah.
They don't pay them anything. They had to put something down on paper, but it doesn't matter. Whereas another laborer to do the same job, they have to pay $14, $15 an hour. You have free labor, even though they do a really crappy job. It's practically free because you already house them and feed them.
That's what the hang up on
kind of-
weed is too. Like why it's still not legal across the board
Yeah.
in a lot of southern states, especially.
Well, you got to remember too is it wasn't that long ago when mankind was nomadic, and if you couldn't keep up, you
You
didn't
got
keep
left
up.
behind.
That's
Yeah.
hey,
Now, if
hopefully
you can't keep up, the whole fucking crowd got to stop and baby your ass.
hopefully you, sorry, go ahead, Duffy.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, when was mankind ever kind?
Oh, I believe it probably would have been never.
Yeah.
Would be the easiest. Like there may have been some times of peace, but I feel like any time that there has been a claim of peace has immediately exploded into a complete
Yes.
diarrhea fest of emotions and horrors that can only be committed by man or women. You know what I mean? Just humans.
Just humans.
You know, people are the worst, and that's the basic thing. It's just that kind of weirdness where you're just going, like, look, there's so much of modern medicine that can be attributed to the atrocities that happened during World War II all over the world. Okay, everyone did some horrible fucking shit,
Right.
and that's.
But we wouldn't be where we're at as a society, good or bad, if it wasn't for that.
I think it's for the bad, sir. I think we have failed. Like, I think
Fucking with healthcare. I don't want to hear that shit.
No. We progressed too fast, and the cost was too high. It's kind of like this. Okay, think about it this way: is the idea of not having to repair and reuse products, and things become disposable, like batteries, like things that you just throw out, which normally was a huge expense you had to maintain, right? That change has resulted in massive types of pollution in areas and catastrophic minings that have destroyed ecosystems.
Okay, wait a minute. I want to test this for a second. Now, you really believe in that? What you just said?
It's true.
But
Like,
you
what do
believe-
you mean?
Because like your headphones were made by kids that are getting paid by
And I have a pen. Yeah. No.
The
I'm not saying
the
I believe
marijuana
it.
might be locally sourced, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know? but everything else, like people love to bitch about this stuff, but they don't want to stop consuming the products that are causing this shit to be a necessity.
You know what
You know,
I think?
nobody's stopping Nikes. You know, nobody.
Oh, yeah,
Jordan's still and LeBron is still wearing Nikes. He can play political activist all he wants, but them little fucking Asian kids sewing them bitches together, they're giving two fucks about LeBron.
Listen, there's still people who are jumping off those buildings that work for making iPhones, right?
Oh, they're still giving meth to them.
What
That
I'm
was the
saying
reason
is
why
this:
they were giving
is
them meth.
it's China, so I wouldn't doubt that. That's reasonable, right?
It was keeping them efficient, but after a while, you become messed out and jump out a fucking window.
It's the circle of life.
Didn't at one point in time they started putting like fucking trampolines or something outside the windows?
Oh yeah,
Safety nets.
Yeah.
but that's the thing is, it wasn't that long ago when people would work fields as a serf. Their lives were provided for. They would literally, their jobs were till the fields, fuck, and keep the area safe. That's your job. That's it.
And you got taken care of. You know what they call it now? Welfare!
No, not even.
Yes, that is welfare.
That's not even close though. But
Yeah.
like, because that was
taking care of you. You do this, and this. And as long as you do this, and this, we'll give you government housing. If you want anything above that, you have to get it yourself.
Not really. Like, it's not the same because it's not like you have a job. Like, as a serf, you have a job of working the fields, right? Like, you had, like, when it's welfare, you don't have a job. You just
yes, they get. If you are certain,
Do you?
if, you,
Okay, I
if
don't
they
know.
deem you to be, working age and nothing wrong with you, then you do have to, and you don't get paid for it. They send you to certain places, like an old folks home or a store or whatever that takes EBT or whatever, and you got to put in a certain amount of hours, dude.
So what's the problem?
Or you got to go. It's the same shit. I don't say there's a problem with it. It's the same thing.
No. I'm just asking. So then, why is that a problem? Like, okay, so it's kind of
I'm
it's
just
forced
saying
work
it's welfare.
and yeah.
It's not forced work. I mean, you're paying pretty much your way, but instead of paying with money, you're paying with labor.
Which I think is reasonable.
I think so too.
Cole, what's your opinion on this?
I think we all agree on this.
I'm like 100% cool with welfare as long as like people do their like due diligence to get off of it.
As long as Cole keeps getting his welfare check, he's happy.
Bro, I wish I would get a welfare check. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like, y'all gonna lay off my food stamps, motherfucker.
It's a real thing. I'm very down the middle with it. I believe in welfare, but I do believe people take advantage of it. So,
hey, you know what I do notice at Speedway, especially up the road from me, they changed from the signs in front of their buildings from "We accept EBT cards" back to "We accept food stamps."
What's the difference?
That's a weird.
Well, back in the day, food stamps were actually colorful Monopoly-looking money, but then it went over to a card, and eventually the government, I guess to make it sound better, changed it to an EBT card.
Right.
And everybody had the stickers on in front of their buildings, we accept EBT cards.
Right.
Now it don't say that up the street no more. It says we accept food stamps again.
But if food stamps don't exist, right?
Yeah.
See,
weird.
this is what I don't understand. Like,
that's weird.
You know this weird shit.
Speedway was bought by 7-Eleven.
I don't think that's an
Yes,
issue.
yes, it was.
For real?
Yeah, they're all like rebels now, is what they call them.
This is the thing, is like, so Marco, it's not that I'm saying that, oh, you shouldn't buy into this shit. I'm like, no. We went so far, so fast, uncontrollably, and now we're dealing with the ramifications of that progress.
right.
Where now, listen, I don't want to abandon shit. Don't get me wrong, okay? I want my cheap product, and I want it efficiently delivered in less than 24 hours. Thank you very much, okay? All hail Mr. Bezos and his new empire. It's fine.
It starts from like the Holocaust of the Native American because like we found gold here and way too much gold, and then like it got just mass produced and then mass produced everything. There was too much gold here, is what I'm trying to say. Too much gold.
Listen, this is the land of milk and honey. There's no question about it.
That's like saying there's too much air. Nobody told everybody to suck
like
that
you-
shit
if you
like it
live
was
off
the
of
last
this little
dick
bit of
on
gold
our
over there in
planet.
Europe, and then they come over here and that's all they fucking find is gold constantly. It just
Look,
lopsided the economy.
look, it's not that. It's the problem is that you have everybody wants to go heaven, but nobody wants to die. Okay,
Exactly.
that's okay. It's in the perfect marked for death. Okay, everybody want to go heaven, but nobody want dead. It's fantastic. Okay, but it's that the idea that people say, oh, you found gold. Okay, what's my cut? What do you mean, what's your cut? No, I found gold, fuckface. You don't get no cut. The
Yeah,
government's
that's the mentality these
we
days
need we
now.
need a cut. And you're going, hey, why don't you eat my dick? Okay? And they go, oh, no, we'll put you in jail. And you're going, why the fuck? What are you talking about putting me in jail? I found gold.
You didn't pay
my
your
shit.
taxes.
Listen, taxes in and of itself were a temporary measure to make up for what was happening after the World War. Okay? That was it. It was temporary. And what they do, just finger bang you until you were like, oh, okay, fine. Then you're like, what? Motherfucker.
Yeah, no, we pay an ungodly amount of taxes in America. I don't know about Canada. I don't know how y'all feel about it. But
Hey.
here in America, compared to what they threw tea in the harbor for and started a whole ass war,
That's true.
we're paying
That
an
is true.
ungodly amount of taxes.
That's true, eh? That's
Dude, you know what?
Hey,
if,
that
they
was
really,
in,
if they really had good intentions, they would have thrown something more valuable than tea in that fucking water.
bro.
Fair,
They
but-
ran in the show on, I think it was on the CW, was Sleepy Hollow, and Ichabod Crane in it went through the numbers of how, like, he goes, wait, that's your taxes now? He goes, are you fucked? And he did the equation, and you're going, he goes, yo, he goes, we were paying 1% taxes, and we were like, burn this bitch to the ground, okay?
100%, man.
You're paying 20%. 20%. Are you in? The guy, he flipped the table. He's like, heathens, and just loses shit. And you're going, yeah, this is why it's like the world over. Like, look, in Europe, it's like, remember, they have a very, very low cost system, but there's high expense because of the bureaucracy, but the bureaucracy keeps things affordable. Like, it's a weird hodgepodge of stupidity, but it works, right? So you have very high taxes, and the wealthier you are, the more taxes you'll pay. So somebody who makes $100 million, yeah, the next million they make is 90% tax, okay? Because fuck your house if you make 100 million, bitch. Fuck your house, okay? And rightfully so, I think. Because listen, hey, listen. If you make over $1 million in 1 year, okay, you won. You should get a gold belt given to you by the government. Say you won capitalism. Okay, somebody should suck your dick like in public, and like it should be on like a big screen, and then like that's what you get. And then start next year. Everything else you make, just start throwing money at fucking people. Who gives a shit?
I do, because $1 million ain't dick anymore.
Hey, listen.
And second
I'm
of
with
all,
Marco on this
again,
one. $1 million
how the
ain't
fuck are
shit.
you gonna fucking penalize me for fucking earning my fucking money? What the fuck is wrong?
Okay,
now,
hold
if
up,
I
hold
feel
up,
like
hold up,
if
hold
I
up.
feel like
Hold up.
being nice and kindly and
Being
giving out my
rich.
money, that's fine. But if not, then you can't force a motherfucker to do that. That's some bullshit. Whether he has $100 or $1 billion.
Rich people get all these loopholes and fucking tax breaks as it
Jesus
is, though.
fucking Christ.
As the one person here that most likely is gonna be making $1 million eventually with the shit I'm doing. No,
Fuck yourself. It's gonna be
I'm
all
telling
four of us, you bitch.
God willing. Are you kidding me? But this whole thing is like, listen, you can't. It's hey, it's just unreasonable. Why am I working that much? What's the fucking point, man? Because I'll be honest with you, if I have to listen, if I'm selling my ass on the internet, okay, it's gonna be a lot of selling to get up to $1 million a year. And I'll tell you, why the fuck do that much? That's a lot of work for nothing. Okay.
Exactly.
ass only has-
Especially
it's-
to
listen.
have somebody be like, hey, now that you made this $1 million, next year if you work that hard, that's all mine.
That's how it's gonna go for me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
become a millionaire and suddenly they're gonna start
no,
taxing the
that's
rich.
bullshit.
That's exactly
Listen,
how it's gonna
listen.
go.
I'll tell you what happened. If I made $1 million and they're like, okay, now we're gonna tax you, I'll be like, okay, I'm done. Thanks. Stop. Let's stop there.
$1 million? That's
There
where you
was
draw the line?
companies who try to do that shit
No,
in
a
California,
year.
and they got hit with they have to like almost like a back rent tax or some shit like that.
Listen, in California, you can also pay rent with foot picks. Don't give me any shit about fucking California and their fucking weird pervert life over there. Fucking perverts.
Where's Atlas at?
Serge, okay, Atlas, I accuse him. He is the most like nerdiest pervert in the world. And I'm like, why are you? It's like, you're in the den of perverts. He's like, I don't know, rent's cheap and everything. And I'm like, what is happening?
Where in
Well, anyways,
California does
okay,
he live
Serge
with rent
said
is cheap?
Finish.
I feel like Atlas sniffs glue and goes on and lets people touch him.
I feel like he did at one point, at least. Sandman. Have you guys seen any of it? I haven't seen any of
No.
it. I got kind of weirded out when I saw the chick from Game of Thrones as Lucifer, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but also it's fucking weird.
Khaleesi?
I haven't seen it. No.
No, the tall
Oh,
broad, the
Khaleesi's
one
the
that looks
hot
like
one,
it's
man.
a fucking mountain to fuck. Like you
Oh,
have to
my
climb her
God.
ass to bang her.
I feel like Serge keeps changing our conversations for us.
Most people that are rich live like they're homeless. My buddy's grandfather had millions and used food banks. Yeah, you know why? Who gives a shit? That's the thing is, listen, there's a difference between squandering money and just saying, "Oh no, this is my comfort level where I like to just fucking live." Okay.
You'd be surprised who are millionaires and you wouldn't know it.
Comfort level. There you go, right here. I'm in my happy place.
That's how the wealthy live.
That's how the wealthy live. Okay,
You get
Suck it.
Legos.
See, we get not just fucking Legos, Ecto 1, bitch. Okay, so Marco, remember that mask that you have that has the LCD
Yeah, it's right
face? How programmable is it?
Whatever the fuck I put in my phone. Like, I mean, it gets kind of sketchy. I guess it's got to be so many pixels to picture, but
Mhm.
I've put all kind of pictures on there.
Wild. I love it. All right.
But I believe, after looking at it and shit and looking at other models, this is one of the first models that like doesn't even have a rechargeable battery thing. You got to actually put batteries in it. So I'm sure like the newer ones got higher resolution on them.
I don't know. I gotta go find a flea market to fucking buy weird shit.
Get
Anyways.
them at Comic-Con.
That's not a bad idea. I think there's a Comic-Con happening this weekend.
Yeah,
On that note, anybody have any other stuff happening this week?
yeah, what
Duffy?
happened to the fucking robot dog?
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that. Duffy, what do you have?
There's a show tomorrow night at Cameron House. If anybody's in Toronto, that's at Queen and Spadina. It'll be a lot of fun. Madison Cassidy's guest hosting once again.
I was there last week, 2 weeks.
You
Last
were
week.
Last week.
Last
yeah,
week.
You performed.
It was a fun night. I didn't do horribly well, but I tried out some stuff that worked. I did get some laughs. I gotta fucking check that.
By the
recording.
way, I looked it up. My graduating class was 857 people. It was over 4,000 in the school I was there.
So
So I
massive
cleared
school.
that up.
That's
It was
a
pretty big. It was not 4,000
Still
graduating class, but it was
Yeah, but
4,000.
Still,
Still,
800 people
But
graduating is
the
fucking
population is
awesome.
huge. That's not even
Big.
5A is the biggest school system you can get. We were a 4A, which is one tier below. So they get bigger where I'm from.
bigger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We came from some bougie fucking.
Hold on,
school.
what
Don't let 'em
city-
fool
hold
you.
on.
It's
How
Texas, bro.
How big was the city you were in? What's
So the entire high school was compiled of the entire county.
okay?
So Waller County, which is right next to Harris County, which is where Houston is in Harris County. So yeah,
So
it's
you
a
were kind
big-ass
of like
fucking-
Country / suburbs of Houston.
yeah, kind
Ish.
of, yeah.
Okay.
Right between bumfuck and Egypt.
So how many? So it was just like one school for the entire area, and that ended up being about 4,000 people floating. So what? It was probably what 1 million people in the whole county.
The county, 1 million people? Nah, I wouldn't say that much.
That gene pool was like a puddle.
I don't even know, honestly. I gotta look.
No wonder Cole is the
Probably
way he is.
God damn. Anyways, yeah. Now, let me line this thing up too. One of the other things we were talking about earlier that I wanted to bring out, I totally forgot, so we didn't really leave much time for it. Fuck.
Well, you
This
want to
one.
leave it for fucking Thursday?
No, it's fine. We'll just fucking do it right now. So this was the thing, was that there are... So it is Robo Dog armed with a grenade launcher is unveiled at Russian arms fair, but experts say it's actually a Chinese home helper that can be bought online for just 2,500 pounds. Then you see this and you're like, that is definitely some sort of rocket launch guy. Like, that is no joke.
Now, I wonder, you remember them dogs you used to see at the mall when you were little? And they used to go, yip, 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 and then they'd sit
And then-
down and flip over?
Yeah.
I wonder if this thing does that. It shoots off the rocket, flips over, gets ready for another shot.
What if it's like a Power Rangers one, so it does like a little flip move and then shoots it? I'm just saying.
You hear
So-
the Chinese the little sound card in it. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, this is the thing. So this is the picture. No, it's great. So it says AliExpress has this. So I went to AliExpress and I found it. So 6,300. This one is the smaller one, which I thought was pretty.
Can you get it with the rocket launcher on it?
No,
I
because
bet
it's
you
supposed
can
to
get it on
just
Wish with the rocket
assist
launcher.
people.
With the launcher.
Well, I wish you could get anything, but the problem is you're gonna get it. It's gonna be a paper roll for the rocket launcher. You're like, it's not real, you know.
Dude, man, I feel like it was just like one of them dogs with a bazooka on its back, and they just make it scratch his like ear or something.
Well, this is the whole idea. This is okay. They've sold one. Shipping is $609. I honestly, if this is real, I would definitely want to buy it.
I'd get it from Amazon so you can send it back just in case.
In all honesty, like I would be terrified that I'm gonna get screwed. But
Yeah, that's why I'd go through Amazon.
no, because Amazon Prime is wonderful. Ta-da! Thank you, Master Bezos, and all your glory. I don't know. It's super. Like, number one, that is 100% is a fucking
So
bomb.
what happens when you wake up and your dog is fucking your leg, but it's the robot? That thing ain't letting go. You ain't
I've never
smacking
even
that
had
away.
problem with a real dog. Like, what the fuck do you do to your dog,
You ain't
man?
smacking that away. You smack your fucking dog when it grabs hold of your leg. That thing grabs you, it's breaking a kneecap off. Well, what if it pisses on your bed? It's all oil.
Why does it piss or hump? It's a robot.
Listen,
The fucking shit reproduces now, dude. AI reproduces.
I have
You're
that
gonna
picture. Hold on.
Dino's gonna have
So
his
it
dog.
excretes
Duffy's
as
gonna
well?
have one. And Dino's dog's gonna fucking
This
knock
is
up Duffy's dog.
self-programming and replicating AI microscopic robots that are being used in military stuff, and also graphene oxide that is being used for miniature microscopic robots. It's the whole idea is that nanotechnology is a real thing, and it's
Yeah,
definitely
they
being
can
used.
reproduce.
Uh,
So
I
just
hate having to change the oil in my car. Now you're telling me I have to do it on my dog too?
you might. You're a fucking robot dog. You might wake up and have a fucking whole bunch of like iPhone 1s. Just sit, your dog will bite your ass because you got close to its phone. Dude,
I just picture some jackass walking, like 6 of them.
It's like an app. I need somebody to
it'd be
walk my
it'd
dog.
be like he has like 4
And they all
brother
like
scooters
march,
in
like
front of him.
they're like actually like doing like a Michael Jackson dance, like da 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 da. I don't know. It'd be fucking weird, but like you know, like weird shit's like if this is available in China, that means Japan is willing to do it, and if Japan has it, that means it dance
We'll have
or
it
it
next.
fucks. Hey,
Yeah.
it
If
dances or
Japan
it
gets
fucks.
it, I'm
One of the
gonna
two.
wait for the Germans to do it.
Hey,
Germans have better
101 Dalmatians
engineering.
reboot's gonna be
I think
fucking
the
lit.
Germans would only use it to clean. They were like, absolutely not. It is only here to clean. That is the robot's place.
No, I just
The
wanted
Germans
to
would not.
design it. I want German engineering, clockwork, or
Oh,
Swiss,
that'd be like a pit bull,
or
eh?
Swiss.
It'd be
Yeah,
like it's just pop, pop, pop,
be
pop.
like the
German
Rottweiler
Shepherd.
of the dogs. Germans make Rottweilers and Dobermans.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
So
it's
Kill all the
shepherds.
Jews, but that would be a bit of a problem.
No,
Why?
they're
Why?
not for hunting the Jews. They love the Jews. They're not for these. They're not for carrying the trains. They're not for no ovens.
this has been falling to the top. The views that have been expressed by some people are not the views of Genetic
Duffman.
Marvel and will not be held accountable
said
for
nothing.
being said.
Hey, all I'm saying is the 101 Dalmatians reboot's gonna be lit.
Hey, man.
It's all gonna be robots. Can you imagine all them dogs running in and jumping on you to lick your face?
Look,
You'd
there
be
was-
trampled. Your brains would be all over the place. You'd be
Cruella
laying
Deville's
there,
gonna look like the
look like hamburger laying there
the
because your
dude
dog's
from
came to lick
the
you.
Wizard of Oz.
Serge. Why?
Yeah, he's right. German shepherds.
I said German Shepherds. What the fuck?
Wiener Schnitzel. No, down. Wiener Schnitzel.
Like, I'd want
9.
10. I'd want 10, and like they would have to like, if I come close, they do a little dance. Something. Like, it's got to be the coolest thing.
I can
like,
see Dino in a chariot being pulled by his robot dogs.
I would get 100 and they would pull my chariot. 100%.
You know,
Hey,
robot snakes are next, and ferrets and hamsters.
I would purposefully take local roads instead of the highway with my chariot.
Hey,
led
the
by all my
Amish people
robot
do
dogs.
it. That would be the difference between you can just pull up on an Amish person like, what up, bitch?
Hey, it was cool before it was woke. Anyways, this has been Falling to the Top and absolutely ridiculous. We have talked about
9.
completely horrible things, but Marco's internet stayed working. Matt Duffy even came. It's been a wonderful time. We have shows. I'm building Lego, as you saw. Ecto 1 is happening. So, in the meantime, pretty much just keep on reading and watching stuff, guys. But we'll be back.
Tell
What are we
them
doing?
about the shorts.
Oh yeah, so tomorrow night we're gonna do shorts again. Okay. So Marco
weird.
Duffy, you're welcome to come too. Around like 9-10 o'clock. No, 10 o'clock because you have this other show.
I will be at the Cameron House, so I won't be able to.
Then damn it, man, fine. So what we'll do is we're doing a shorts show where we're doing reactions to my shorts feed, but we might try Cole's, or we're not going to try Marco's. We'll definitely try Cole's though. That's fair. I think that's reasonable. That's a
I'll
fair
show
thing.
you my shorts if you want me to.
Absolutely not. That is not what we want. So, but that's been the show, guys. That's going to be tomorrow. Then Retired Scoundrels is on Thursday, and every day I'm doing.
Oh,
Lego,
wait a minute.
so-
Tomorrow's Wednesday, huh?
Yeah. So you have
Oh,
what the fuck Wednesday?
Wednesday? Shit.
What the fuck Wednesday? Then we're going to be doing reactions to shorts. Also, too, if you're downtown Toronto, hit up Cameron House at 8 p.m. for an open mic. That will be hilarious. And did Marco freeze at the last possible second? Because
No.
he did. He did. That's it. We're done. It happened. All right, guys.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. It's fantastic. This has been Falling to the Top. Have a good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.
1, 2, 3.